The auxiliary in allows you to connect line-level audio devices, such as MP3 players, tablets, or sample pads and drum computers, to the profiler to jam along to external audio files or sampled sounds. In a live performance, the profiler can also be used as an in-ear hub, where you are receiving the monitor signal via the aux-in. This even works in stereo. The inputs for the aux-in signal are the return in and the alternative in. Please note that you cannot connect external effects via the send and return when using the aux function. Also, the alternative in cannot be used with the guitar in this case. It must be connected to the input on the front. The volume of the aux-in signal is set in the output menu, where you can find 3 controls for different outputs. Aux to main. This is the volume of the aux signal at the main out and the SPDIF out. Aux to monitor. This is the volume of the aux signal at the monitor out. If you're using the monitor out in stereo, this will also control the volume of the signal at the direct out. Aux to headphones. This is the volume of the aux signal at the headphone output. To avoid hum or background noise, you should first set the volume of the aux-in to 0 on all outputs. When everything is connected and a signal is coming from the connected sources, turn the volume up slowly. Say, for example, you want to practice at home using your tablet to play audio files that you can play along to with the profiler in stereo. You'll need a cable with a mini stereo jack at one end and 2 single 6.3mm jack plugs on the other end. Connect the mini jack plug to the output of the tablet and the 2 TS plugs to the return and alternative in. On the profiler, press Output and navigate to the aux-in page. If you want to listen with headphones, slowly turn up the aux-in to headphones slider until you're happy with the mix ratio between the guitar signal and the playback. If the profiler is used with a full range box that is connected to the monitor out, use the knob that controls aux-in to monitor out. If you have active speakers connected to the main outs of the profiler, set the auxiliary signal with the aux-in to main out slider. When you play on stage with in-ear systems, you can send the monitor mix from the mixer with the rest of the band's instruments to the profiler via the aux input and mix it with the guitar signal. For this, the same inputs on the profiler are used as in the previous example. The signal from the mixer is connected to the return and alternative in. You connect your in-ear headphones to the headphone out on the profiler. The settings on the profiler are as follows. Press Output and navigate to the Output Volumes page. Then use the headphone volume slider to adjust the volume of the guitar signal. Then use the Page button to navigate to the aux-in page. Now you can use the aux-in to headphones slider to mix the monitor mix from the mixer with the rest of the band's instruments into the guitar signal. It's important that your guitar is not heard on the monitor mix from the mixing console, otherwise phase problems can occur that can have a negative effect on the sound in the headphones. You should also make sure that the parameter aux-in to main is set to 0. Otherwise, the monitor mix from the mixer is sent back to the mixer with the profile signal and feedback can occur. If you want to send the monitor mix from the mixer with the rest of the band's instruments in mono to the profiler, then the signal from the mixer should be connected to the profiler's return. You can also use the XLR connector. To adjust the profiler, press the Output button and navigate to the Output Volumes page and adjust the volume of the guitar signal with the headphone volume slider. Then use the Page button to navigate to the aux-in page and press the soft button 1, aux mono. Now you can use the aux in to headphones slider to mix the monitor mix from the mixer with the rest of the band's instruments into the guitar signal. The monitor mix from the mixing console can be heard on both sides of the headphones. You can connect an external sound source, like a sample pad or a drum computer, in mono using the aux in function. Please connect the external device to the profiler's return, either to the jack input or the XLR input. Press Output and navigate to the aux in page. Then press soft button 1, aux mono. If you want to send the sound source together with the profiler signal to the PA, you have to set the mixing ratio with the control aux in to main. The signal for the monitor out on the profiler can be adjusted with the aux in to monitor slider. And if you use the headphone output, you can add the external signal with the aux in to headphone slider.